a woman in need of wisdom? Do you sometimes battle with separating who you are now versus who you feel like you ought to be? Do you question God's plan for your life? Is there a sense of uncertainty in the areas of choosing healthy relationships? Hi, I'm Nadira, your life and impact coach. In becoming a woman of Proverbs, it is my desire to help you grow into the woman that God has designed you to be. We offer short videos with moments of wisdom for any circumstance using the Word of God. If you are looking to grow in your walk with the Lord, you'll have access to our online Bible study tools to help you cultivate your walk with the Lord. Are you looking for movies that give you hope and encouragement and help you to draw closer to God through any circumstance? Check out our Faith Movie Network, where we post weekly videos to help you stay encouraged. Don't forget to check out our weekly Girl Talk Live podcast, where we discuss everything from life, health, relationships, as well as financial stewardship. Do you shop online? Make sure you browse our online boutique, where we offer modern day clothes for the modest day woman. Last but not least, if you're a woman in need of work or some sort of financial help, let us help you find the perfect opportunity for you so you can continue to put food on the table for your family. No matter what it is, we are here for you. Make sure you download the app today.
Evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what state you're watching from, what city you're watching from. If you're in the same city as I am in, I would love to hear where you're watching from. And then let me know if this isn't your first time watching my videos. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think of Sisterhood Check-In. I love your feedback. Today is a pretty interesting topic that we're going to talk about today. Um, I've had a crazy week. It's been a blackout in my area for 2 days in a row straight. So I have to woosah, pull myself together and get ready for this broadcast. So thank God we've gotten through the mode of technical stuff for the past couple of weeks. You know, this recording stuff takes time, but just like anything, it requires mastering. So I think I have mastered this. So again, welcome to Sisterhood Check-In. I am Nadira Lewis. I'm your inspirational life and mentality coach. And what I do is help you change your mind by giving you different strategies so that you can produce different results in your life using the Word of God. So today we're going to talk about an interesting topic, and it's 20 ways to be happy and content, to maintain your happiness and contentment. And I believe that as we go through these things, I don't want you to just hear it. I really want you to take notes, and I really want you to embrace and internalize this, because I believe that a lot of the things that go on in our life are there to help us to reflect, help us to remind us of the simple things. Sometimes we get caught up in day-to-day living. And so sometimes, we get caught up in life, and sometimes we tend to kind of overlook the things that we should be paying attention to. So we're going to talk about 20 ways to be happy and content. But before we do that, I want to read a scripture in Haggai, chapter 1, verses 5 through 7. And it says, "Now therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways." Let that just sink in for a moment. So, in order for us to be able to appreciate the 20 different tips that I'm getting ready to share with you. I want you to really reflect on your life as it is now. And I want you to think about some of your decision making processes. I want you to think about how you live your day to day life. So I don't want you to share with me. I want you to think about it. And I want you to um, just consider your ways. Think about how you're governing your thoughts. Think about the things that are affecting your decision making process. And let's go through this together because the goal is so that we can maintain a life of happiness and contentment. And the only way we can do that is we have to consider our ways. We have to look at how we're living. We have to look at how we're going about our day-to-day life, how we're treating people, how we're looking at people, how we're acting when we're on our jobs, how we're acting towards our customers in our business. So it's something to think about. The first thing we're going to talk about, the first tip is realize that money is great for solving problems, but it does very little to increase happiness. Doesn't mean that don't twist what I'm saying. Don't reword in your mind what you think I'm saying. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having money. We all need money to be able to fulfill and pay for things and pay for a cost of living to get things done. I'm not saying that we don't need money. What I'm saying is that money is great for solving problems, but it does little to increase happiness. If you live your life thinking that the more money you have, the happier you'll be, you will soon realize that it is not always the fact. That is not always true. Because you have some people who have an enormous amount of money and still not happy. Doesn't mean that you can't have it, but don't allow money to control or to be the deciding factor whether or not if you're happy or not. Okay. Number two, get some rest. We work so much. We do so much to maintain the lifestyles that we have that sometimes we forget to get rest. One thing that this pandemic has allowed a lot of us to do is to be able to rest, whether it's sleeping a couple of extra hours a day or just being able to rest, period. So get some rest. Don't keep going and going and allowing your body to just not function without any proper rest. Don't allow the cares of this world to cause you to be so busy. Let me tell you something. I love my naps. And every chance I get, I do it because it does something. It allows you to be restored. It allows you to function better. When you get a good 30-minute nap, 15, 30-minute nap, it revives you. So get some rest. Number three, give a sincere compliment to someone each day. I'm not saying you got to go around, you know, telling people, just making up stuff and telling people, but make it a habit to be sincere and compliment people. Sometimes we get so consumed with things that are going around in our own world. Let's take the time to acknowledge what's going on in somebody else's life. Compliment them. Tell them what, how you acknowledge some of the things that they're doing in their life. Compliment them. You'd be surprised how much that little bit of hospitality, or not really hospitality, but that little bit of compliment, how far it'll go. You may never know whose life is affected by that one compliment. Number four, be mindful and alert. Sometimes we're just going about throughout our day that we're not paying attention to anything that's going on around us. We just eat, sleep, and work, eat, sleep, and work, eat, sleep, and work. And we are not present. Be present and be alert. Be mindful. Know what's going on in the current events, what's going on around the world, especially nowadays. Know what's going on not only at your job, but know what's going on with your kids, with your family members. Check in with your family members and make sure that they're okay, that they're okay emotionally and physically, because we all have been affected by this pandemic. Because everybody, a lot of us has been in the house. So not a lot of people had a chance to really get out. So be mindful, be alert, pay attention to things that are going on around you. Number five. Oh, number five. Eat healthy. That is, you will be amazed how happier you will feel when you change your diet. Some of us, I am a snacker. I love snacking. But I have myself have had some things that have taken place in my life. When you get to a certain age, things starts to change, your body starts changing. And I had to realize that in order for if I'm gonna maintain happiness and contentment, I have to have a clear mind. I have to eat healthy so that I can be functionable to do the things that I want to do. If you're eating a lot of junk food and you're eating a lot of fast food and you're eating a lot of sugar, it affects your body. It affects how you think. It affects how you function. So eat healthy, make healthier choices and do it now while you have the choice to do it. Number 6, spend time on a hobby you love. Like I said, some people are home because they aren't able to work. Take some time to do something that you love. If you have a book that you want to write that book. I took this time during the pandemic and wrote my book. And I wrote it quickly. I spent so many years trying to figure out how to write this book and try to do it. This pandemic was perfect. It gave me the time and the determination to go ahead and get it done. So whatever your hobby is, I've been able to grow my business, during this time. Whatever it is that you enjoy doing, take this time and do it. Number 7, be grateful. Most of the times when we have an ungrateful mindset and attitude, it affects your ability to be content. It affects your mind. It affects your ability to even be happy. You will be amazed that when you take some time to be grateful for the things that you have. Because there are people living in other countries, other cities, heck, even in your own town, even amongst your family that are going through things. Be grateful. You are alive. You are well. You may not have everything you want, but you are alive. You are well. Be grateful for that. Number 8, get out the house if you can. I know with these times it's been really difficult to be able to get out with the coronavirus, but get out in your backyard. Take a drive, to get some fresh air. We need vitamin D. So get out of the house. Take a walk. You don't have to be in the midst of a bunch of people. Take a walk. Get out. Get some fresh air. You will be amazed how much that changes the way you feel. I do it all the time. I get out the house, I'll go and, take a walk or take a run because it feels good to be able to breathe in fresh air sometimes. Number 9, find balance. If you are overwhelmed, I know there's a lot of times I have been completely overwhelmed with everything going on, with having to work, run my own business, and maintaining 2 young toddlers. It can be really tough and overwhelming. But you know what? You have to find your balance. You have to do whatever you have to do to find balance. If you know that you have a hectic work schedule, then you have to find the medium ground to say, you know what? Let me take some time and bring some balance. Happiness is rarely found at extremes. You have to find what I call that sweet spot where you can actually take some time and woosah. If you know you're doing too much, sometimes you have to sit down somewhere, gather your thoughts, and say, you know what, Lord, help me to find balance. And especially you moms that have small kids, I feel your pain. You have to be able to take moments and just be able to, if you have to steal away for a moment to do it, find balance. Focus on improvement instead of perfection. A lot of the times we spend so much time trying to perfect and make everything around us perfect. We want to make sure our houses are clean. We want to make sure that our job is functioning. We want to make sure our household is running perfectly. And not only that, when we're running our business and we do, like, especially with me, I'm a creator. So I'm always hard on myself doing extra stuff just to make sure things are perfect. But if being perfect is necessary to feel happy, then you're doomed for misery. Be happy with small, consistent improvements. Number 11, try something new. You probably haven't read a book. I mean, during this time during this pandemic, get a book. Read a book. Go in and start that business that you said that you want to start 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago. Try something new. Eat something different. Try a different food. If you haven't, try something, get outside of the box. Go and eat something of a different culture. Expand your territory. Try something new. If you change the colors in your house, I don't know, something. If you haven't really, just think about different things that you can do. If you've never went outside your door and talked to your neighbor, talk to your neighbor. Do something new. Number 12, take a 10-minute break every hour if you could. I'm telling you, you will be surprised how much you will get done in a day if you take those 10 minutes. I notice sometimes preparing for, different things in my business, sometimes I think about everything that I have to do and I get so overwhelmed, and I just be like, you know what? I sometimes just need that 10-minute break. So I'll just go in the bathroom. Sometimes I'll just sit there and close the door and I'll just woo-sigh and just, breathe in, breathe out. 10 minutes. Take 10 minutes out of the day for you. Every hour, if you could. Take 10 minutes out. If you are at a job and you can't get up from your desk and you can't go to the bathroom and breathe for 10 minutes, take some time at your desk and just breathe. Just breathe. And just relax. Take your mind off of what you're doing just for the moment. Just to gather your thoughts together. You'll be amazed at how different it will cause things to be. Number 13, get things done. Stop procrastinating. This is the time above all the times that we've ever had to get things done. As I said before, write that book you've never written. If you got a business that you want to start, start that business that you never got a chance to start. You will be surprised. Procrastination is a happiness killer. Consider how much stress will be removed from your life if you get essential things done. Just think about how different that would make your life when you can start putting into action some of the things that you plan. Make a plan. If you know you want to run a business, whether it's online or provide a service, do your research. Take the time. I know me, I was one, and I can say that with a heart of conviction because that was me. Sometimes I would procrastinate, but sometimes my procrastination was more so of the fear of not being perfect or not being good enough. Or I've always had an excuse why I couldn't do something. But sometimes you just got to do it. It's almost like Joyce Meyer said, you got to do it afraid. You just got to do it. If you mess up, you got plenty of time to keep doing it right. Can't tell you how many times that I messed up on these videos, but with every show, I get a little bit better. And that's all you want to do. It's not about starting perfectly. It's about just getting started, period. You'll be amazed how much better you will feel emotionally, physically, when you can just start getting things that are essential done. Number 14, spend time with those you love. I think I had talked about that. Oh no, I was talking about a different one. It seems similar. I'm sorry, but spend time with those you love. This is the perfect time if your children are home and they're doing, most of them are doing virtual school. Spend some time with your kids. Spend some time with your spouse. Spend some time with your mom or whoever your family member is. Spend time with them. Spend time with the people you love. It's hard for a lot of parents nowadays with their kids being home because parents aren't used to that. They're used to being able to drop you off to school, spend the whole day working and see you in the evening and maybe 3-4 hours out the evening before you have to go to bed. But take this time. Spend some time with your loved ones. Number 15, Say yes. Every chance, and I'm not saying say yes to everything, but some of us have had different opportunities that have come our way that can really open up our perspective, open up openings in our finances. Say yes sometimes. Don't be so fearful that you just say no to everything because you don't have enough information about it. Go out there and, like I said, do something you've never done. Research. Just say yes sometimes. You'll be surprised how much that will make a difference, especially if you are a stickler about getting making sure that oh no, I don't want to be scammed. Oh no, I don't want this. Oh no, I don't want this. Say yes sometimes. You'll be amazed how much your life, how contentment will come and happiness will come when you start to move in directions with different opportunities. So yeah, say yes. And on a flip note, say no. For some of you who say yes all the time, learn how to say no to some things. Okay? Some of you say yes to everything, every opportunity, every decision. You don't think about nothing. It's just yes, 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 yes. Learn how to say no to some things. It's okay. It's okay. Avoid agreeing to new obligations too quickly. If your plate is already full, piling on more responsibilities and commitments will only sour your mood. It'll sour your mood. So if you're the exact opposite of those that say yes, say no sometimes. If you're a person that says no all the time, you just quick to say no to everything. Learn how to say yes. So, number 17. Are you guys enjoying this? I really enjoyed this as I was looking at this. Number 17. Smile. Some of us walk around here with frogs on our face. We're never excited or happy about nothing. We are not maintaining an attitude of gratitude. A smile. Do you know it takes more muscles to smile than it is to frown? So smile. It's not going to kill anybody. You'd be surprised how much of a difference when you go into a grocery store or when you go into a particular open or public place where you're around people. When you smile, it brightens up somebody's day. You don't know if somebody might be thinking about committing suicide. You don't know if somebody is at their wit's end, but they may look at you smile, and that may change their whole perspective about life in that moment. So smile. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. Life is not that hard. You breathing, right? You still here, right? You still alive. Smile sometimes. All right, let's keep going. Number 18. Pause and reflect. Okay? Take the time, and this is what I was referring to in Haggai. Consider your ways. Take a Selah moment. Pause. Reflect. Look at, especially nowadays, we have had, as I know for me, myself, my day has pretty much been the same with or without the coronavirus. I've been an entrepreneur for many, many years. So I still have the same type of schedule. The only difference is I just, I have my kids home probably a little bit more than they were. Well, actually, it's the exact opposite because they have recently been in daycare. They've been home with me the majority of the time. So I've had the time while they're in daycare and in school to pause and reflect over my life. Things have changed. I've lost a husband. I've lost my house. I've lost so many things. And I have had this opportunity to pause and reflect and look at the brighter side of things. I'm still living. I'm still in my right mind. I am still not lacking any good thing. Everything that I need, God has provided for. I've had more opportunities to be able to expand my territory in all areas of my life, not just one area. So I've had an opportunity to reflect, to appreciate even the people that are in my life. Because from my experience, people can be here today and gone tomorrow. So I have taken the time to really just learn how to be grateful for the good and the bad that has taken place in my life. So that's what I do in my pause and reflect moments. Learning my pause and reflect moments cause me to be more grateful. Cause me to be more thankful. Cause me to be more appreciative of where I am. I don't have everything that I desire, but I am living a life of contentment. I am content in what state that I've learned. I'm like Paul. I know what it's like to have, and I know what it's like to not have. And I have learned in all stages to be content. And you have to take this time and pause and reflect and figure out, what are you grateful for? What are some things that you can look back over on your life and think, wow, if it had not been for the goodness of God, where would I be? Some of us have bad breakups in relationships. Some of us have experienced death. Some of us have been given second opportunities. Some of us have lost our jobs, but God has opened up a door for us to have open up a business and start entrepreneurship. So take some time and pause and reflect. Life is not as bad as it could be. Trust me. Look at some of these people in other countries and see how they're living, and we will be great. We will learn real quickly how to pause and be grateful for where we are. Number 19, do something you always want to do. Oh, I don't normally do this. I don't normally do that. Well, sometimes you just got to step out of your comfort zone. I have learned to do that. I did not like to drive in Atlanta. Oh, I hated to drive. My husband would tell me, you can take the car. And I'll be like, no, you can take the car. I do not like to drive in Atlanta. But now I've driven all over the place. There isn't too many places in Atlanta that I haven't driven to. I realized that, you know what? I like to take naps in the daytime. So now guess what? I take naps. I also realized that, hey, there's certain foods that I like. There's certain things, certain jewelry that I like. There's certain times, there's certain things that you have to do for you to keep yourself sane. It don't even have to be a whole lot. I'm content sometimes just walking, just taking a walk. I sometimes go and I walk to my kids' daycare, and I just take a moment and just look at the trees. This is my way of getting exercise. I like to take care of myself. I like to do different things to make myself feel good. It makes me feel good when I can get up and my body's not in pain. It makes me feel good when I can exercise and see the difference in my body. My body has went through a complete metamorphosis these past couple of years because I have been intentional with some things that I have been doing in my life, exercising, taking care of my skin, taking care of what I put inside my body and making sure that I'm pushing away negativity. I am not one to sit around and absorb negativity. It will weigh you down. It will cause you to age quickly. You have to do something for you. It's nothing wrong. It's not selfish, guys, when you take some time to do some things that you want to do. I love skating. I plan on taking some Sunday evenings and skating. You have to do something for yourself, because other than that, you're going to live. It's going to be difficult to be content when you desire to do things and you don't take the time or make provisions. It don't have to be something really big. It could be something small, but whatever it is, take some time. Do what you want to do. Okay? So my 20th thing is, and it wasn't there, I talked about being grateful, but sometimes we have to learn how to be thankful, because you woke up this morning. You're listening to this broadcast right now because you have your hearing still. Sometimes you have to learn how to be thankful that disease didn't kill you. Sometimes you have to be thankful that God didn't allow you to lose your home in the midst of this pandemic. Sometimes you have to be thankful for the simple things like having food on the table right now, when you could be starving right now in the midst of this pandemic. Sometimes you have to be thankful that your kids are alive and that they're doing well And that doing well could mean in their right mind, their health, their strength. It doesn't mean that things in life have to be perfect, but learning how to be thankful will definitely change your perspective on how you see life. And that is my thing. One of the things that I've learned through the different things that I've gone through is that you are in control of two things. You're in control of your perspective and you're in control of your response. And when you grab a hold of that, it doesn't matter what comes your way, what happens to you in life, you will always be able to keep things in perspective, and things will not overtake you. A lot of the times we're overtaken by the things that go on in our life because we're overwhelmed with everything else in life except for learning how to be thankful. So take a moment with me. Let's take some time and let's just breathe in, sit back, and be thankful. Thank God for that He allowed us to make it this far. Tomorrow is not promised to us, but you're here today. You're in your right mind today. You can't change what happened yesterday. You can't change what is going to happen, what has already been predestined to happen. You can't change that, but what you can change is your perspective, okay? So, if you guys have any questions, if you have any questions you want me to address or answer, I would love to hear your feedback. Put it down in the comments or inbox me. I'd love to hear your response. I'm always open for change. Listen up, guys. Before I end this broadcast, I want to tell you this. In January, I've been really praying about this, and I had been kind of like taking a long time trying to get this together, but I said, you know what? I'm going to do this because I have gone through enough in my life. I have enough experience and enough knowledge and wisdom that I can show you some things about life, relationship, and business. So I want you to sign up for my biblical womanhood. Classes start in January. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's a 3-month program. Make sure you go to my website. It's down here at the bottom. Go to the website and make sure you register so that you can be able to take part in learning how to be a biblical woman. Okay? Another thing I want to announce too is in December, I am launching what's called it's a devotional planner and journal. It's becoming a woman of Proverbs, devotional planner and journal. And it's going to be amazing. It'll be a great gift for somebody for birthdays, holidays, or just to encourage somebody. It's going to be filled with different types of inspirational things. Going to give you an opportunity to be able to journal your thoughts and your feelings. You'll have some encouragement for each and every day so that you can be able to start your day off. Because let me tell you something, guys, you have to be intentional. You know, we are not in control of everything that happens to us, but there are some things that we are in control of. So you have to start your day being intentional. You know, so I believe that this devotional planner and journal will be great for anybody that desires entrepreneurship and desires entrepreneurship and want to become a better woman in this day and time. And then make sure you go down to this website, womanofproverbscoaching.com, and make sure you pick up the devotional planner. It will be available December 1st. I am excited. I can't wait. I really enjoy being able to do this for you guys on Fridays. I pray that the rest of your weekend goes well. And again, thank you for watching. Until next time, look out for more videos from me coming soon. All right. Until next time, have a wonderful day.